Okay, so if you're running your own business, I bet you know that feeling of just drowning in receipts and paperwork. Well, consider this your lifeline. We're going to dive into how you can go from that late night financial chaos to feeling completely and totally in control. Right, let's just paint a picture for a second. It's 10 o'clock at night. You're at the kitchen table and it has completely disappeared under a mountain of paper. You've got faded receipts, crumpled invoices, those official-looking letters, and your laptop's open to a spreadsheet that honestly feels more like a ransom note than a financial record.
And here's the brutal truth of that moment, isn't it? You're brilliant at what you do. You're a fantastic builder, a creative designer, a world-class consultant. But right now, you're none of those things. You're an admin assistant. And let's be real, this is not why you started your own business.
But listen, there is a way out. And it all starts by really understanding what bookkeeping truly is. It's not about being buried in paperwork, it's about getting power back. Now, this is so important to get. Most people think bookkeeping is just, typing numbers into some software. That's not bookkeeping, folks. That's just data entry. Real bookkeeping is what you get out of that process. It's business intelligence. It is literally the cheat codes to your own business. So let's look at those cheat codes. There are 3 essential reports that, if you're not seeing them on a regular basis, well, it means you don't actually have bookkeeping. You just have a data entry problem. First up is the profit and loss statement, or the P&L for short. In the simplest terms, think of it like a scorecard. It shows all the money that came in minus all the money that went out for a specific period, like last month or the last quarter. And the P&L answers the most important question of all. Are you actually making money? See, your bank balance can lie. It might look healthy, but it doesn't show you the huge materials bill you haven't paid yet or the VAT and corporation tax that are just lurking around the corner. The P&L tells the real story. Next up, the Aged Debtors Report. This right here is your cash collection hit list. It shows you exactly who owes you money and, this is the crucial part, how late they are with their payment. It's the #1 tool for getting a handle on your cash flow.
And this quote just nails why that report is so critical. You can look profitable on paper, but if all that profit is just sitting in your customers' bank accounts instead of yours, you can't pay your suppliers, your staff, or even yourself. Businesses fail because they run out of cash, not profit. It's that simple.
And the third report is the balance sheet. The best way to think about this is like a financial X-ray of your business on one specific day. It clearly shows what you own, your assets, and what you owe, your liabilities. The difference between the two? That's your equity. This is what banks and lenders look at to see if their business is built on solid rock or on sand.
Okay, so we know what good bookkeeping looks like. Now, let's talk about the stuff that keeps business owners stuck at that kitchen table late at night. Let's bust some of these dangerous myths.
First one up is this classic. This idea that you only need to get your books sorted once a year for the tax man. Oh man, this is probably one of the riskiest mindsets you can have as a business owner. The reality is your books are a live dashboard for your business. They help you decide, can I afford that new hire? Or should I really take on that tricky client again? Treating it as a once-a-year job just means you're flying blind for the other 11 months. That isn't being a director. That's just guessing.
This next myth, this is the one that quietly kills so many small businesses. The idea that a bookkeeper is just another expense to add to the list. The reality is a good bookkeeper is not a cost. They're an income protector. Come on, let's just do some really simple math. Let's say your billable rate is £75 an hour, and you spend 5 hours a month wrestling with your books. Well, that's £375 of lost income every single month.
Now, a solid outsourced bookkeeper might cost you, say, £200 a month. So you spend 200 quid, but you free up £375 of your own earning potential. You are £175 better off. And that's before we even start talking about the fines you'll avoid and the stress you'll get rid of. The numbers just don't lie.
So the crucial point here is that you need a system. Let's look at the 3 main ways you can go about getting your books under control starting right now. So your first option is DIY. It's fine if you're just starting out with a side hustle, but it very quickly becomes the most expensive option because of the time you lose. For most established businesses, the sweet spot is usually a freelance bookkeeper. And then, for growing businesses with a bit more complexity, a full-service accounting firm is the answer. A more bespoke or premium firm like a Valentis can often wrap your bookkeeping, tax planning, and high-level advice all into one seamless package.
Knowing your options is one thing, but actually doing something is what really counts. So let's make this real. Here is a simple, actionable plan you can start today. This week, just do these 3 things. 1. Open a separate business bank account. Seriously, this one move alone makes life 80% easier. 2. Start a free trial of a cloud software like Xero or QuickBooks. And 3. Use their app to just snap photos of your receipts. No more shoe boxes.
Then, this month, let's build the habit. Block one money hour in your calendar every single week. Use it to send invoices and chase payments. And finally, just have one 15-minute chat with a professional bookkeeper. You don't have to commit to anything, just see what's possible. Because that's what this is really all about, isn't it? Your true talent isn't rustling with spreadsheets. It's doing the work you absolutely love. Good bookkeeping lets you get back to that, to sleeping properly at night, to understanding your cash, and to actually planning your growth.
So, the final question is simple. Are you ready to stop being the admin assistant and start being the boss again? Get the right support in place and let your numbers finally work just as hard as you do.